Welcome to Real Life Women, for women, by women. Our mission is to impact and enrich lives by discussing anything that relates to our happiness, our health, and our wealth. Please take a moment to share, like, and subscribe to our channel so that we can spread the message of hope and perseverance and enrich lives together. Thanks for listening. Welcome, everybody. This is Real Life Women. I'm Kristin Kidgell coming to you from St. Petersburg, Florida, and I have the awesome opportunity to interview this amazing lady over here, Jada Willis of, let me pronounce it properly. Hold on a second. Tailor St. Style.
Yes.
This lady's awesome. You guys are going to love her and love what this is all about. And I have to tell you, I'm going to throw myself out there in a minute and I'm a little nervous about it.
So it's just me.
I know. It's just like you like to go in people's closets.
I do.
And that's where we keep our stuff. We keep it in the closet.
Exactly. That's what
I know. I love it. Okay. So let's jump right in. Tell me how you got to where you are today as this amazing elite, like to be in people's closets, going through and creating this style for them.
Girl, it was a little bit of a crazy journey. Never thought I'd be here. But first, thank you for having me. It is truly an honor to be with you on your show here, and I'm excited. But I started off just like I liked dressing up. I love to look in magazines and kind of imagine what I wanted to be. But that was, to me, was kid dreams, right? So I grow up, I go to college, and I want to be in corporate America, and I want to run a big corporation. Like I thought I was going to be the CEO of Walmart. Randomness, right? I actually did a internship in LA for automotive company, but I lived so close to the beach. I would go every single day, and I would take a bunch of magazines with me, and have some Starbucks, and just chill out with these magazines. I'm like, I love this. How do I do this and not have to go back and spend $80,000 on school again? Like, I don't want to do that. No. But after my internship, I went back to school. I finished up grad school, graduated, and actually came back home to Las Vegas. There, I did work in gaming and hospitality, but I knew there was this itching to still play in clothes. Some friends and I were sitting around, and we were like, how about we have a clothing exchange? Because we were already trading each other's clothes, and we loved each other's styles. So I said, you know what? I'll set up my clubhouse as a boutique. You guys come back, and you'll be able to shop everything. I'll edit everything, so there's like the best of all of our stuff in there. And then you guys can come back and shop it. Well, they brought friends. Everybody really loved it. And I started to do what we called Shop Her Closet. So it was this cool exchange party that we used to do. And it got to a point where I raised money for it. I was like, I love this. What is this called? And how do I get paid for it? Like, really get paid for it? Well, when I was in my friend's closet helping them edit out stuff, I just looked it up. I said, what is it when you clean out a person's closet? And Uncle Google said, that's a stylist. I was like, oh, I want to do that. Let me be a stylist. But I really enjoyed being in my friend's closet, helping them like reimagine outfits, showing them what looked good and why, and what didn't look good and where. It was just so much fun. And so when I figured out that I could actually get certification in it, I went back to LA, got my certification, and came back, and I started Tailor St. Style. That's it.
So why the name? Any special connection to that?
At the time, my niece and I, who's just amazingly creative, she was like, I have always thought about styling as well. And she said, I would have called it this name. And I was like, well, I would call it this name. So I merged the two together, and it actually became Tailor St. Clair. St. Clair is the part that I had. I always think it was such a chic name. I consider my style to be very classy with a bit of edge. And to me, the name St. Clair has always kind of captured it for me. And so I mushed her side, what would have been her side, together with mine. She ended up not joining me and going into another venture, but the name stuck.
Awesome. I love it. It definitely has a little bit of finesse spunk to it for sure, which is
Yeah.
so much like your personality and your style. I mean, just
Yeah.
even you running around in just regular house clothes, you were like looking so cool. And I was like, this girl on her website and her YouTube little videos are awesome.
Thank you.
So, give us an example of what your week looks like. I mean, it sounds like it can be kind of random, but to go in people's closets, whew.
Yeah, it can be very random. I do a myriad of things, but they all surround style and making sure people are feeling confident, feeling their best, and the message that they want to get across to others really comes through. So I will tell you that last week I traveled and met up with a client to show them kind of in person how I do things, and we measured and we shopped. Um, Also, towards the end of that week, I was in a closet cleaning it out and making sure that that person had the best of the best before they traveled away.
Now
Uh,
do you kick them out for that procedure? Are they
no,
near
I want
you?
them there. I want them there.
Okay, so they're watching you. So
Yeah.
they're kind of, so again, you come to my house,
Uh-huh.
which gives me butterflies. I don't know if I'm the only person. Maybe I'm the only person on the planet to think, oh my gosh, this amazing person that has amazing style is getting ready to go through my closet.
Oh my gosh, it's not
I
even like
know. I don't know why I would be so nervous, but I am being totally like honest about it. So they're standing there
Mhm.
and you're just like, nope, nope.
It is a much gentler process than that. Think of me as the homegirl who loves you and is super excited about where you're going. And you are the person that just needed a little bit of a push to help get this thing done and get it set off in the right direction. So a lot of my like I go in letting you know what you're gonna do. So we're gonna take out anything that's old, right? And worn out. So it's on its last leg. Anything that has holes in it, anything that doesn't fit, anything that doesn't fit your vision for where you're going. So if you are looking to be, you've been in corporate America all your life, and now you're going to be a yoga instructor, you probably don't need 25 suits. So my thing is, I'm going to help you understand which ones you want to keep and which ones you're going to take out to make room for your new lifestyle wardrobe.
So
Right.
before you get on a plane or you get to their house, you're having a
Mhm.
lengthy conversation with them.
Yeah, we're having a consultation. We're talking about who they are, what they're trying to be, what their life is like, because the closet is really a reflection of it's a reflection of you. It's a reflection of the way you want to be seen in the world. Now, although we can't control what other people think about us, I always tell people we can control the message that we put out there. And so your closet is one of the main places that happens. So it's very gentle process. I ask a lot of questions, and those questions normally get people thinking like, oh, okay, well I can see well let's throw this out and let's toss this. I like this for this reason, and let's get more of these. I'm like, sounds great. And when I have to be honest with people about things that they're like going back and forth on, then that honesty and that professionalism comes through. But I really like to think of myself as the homegirl, just coming to help to make sure that you are getting off in the right direction.
Awesome. So how long are you with somebody typically on average? Just a day?
It really depends. If they are local, we break it up because being we're talking a lot about the closet cleanse, right? The purging and cleaning out of a closet, but there's so much emotion that's in there. It can be very draining. So on average, I spend about 2.5 hours in a closet helping them, get it together. Of course, if a person is a shopaholic, which I've had a few of those, we might even have a 2-day session where we work on one section one day, we work on maybe drawers the next day. It just depends, but typically on average about 2.5 hours.
Okay.
And then from there, if we're going to do a shop, we'll do that probably in the next day, just so that you can kind of calm your energy down from having like moved a lot of energy. If you've been in a space where energy is moving in, moving out, whether it's stale, whether it's good, whether it's bad, like it just can take a toll on you. So I like to do the other portions in another day. So typically if I'm traveling to go see someone, it's a 2 to 3 day visit.
So what's the typical person that reaches out to you? Do you have a niche? Do you only work with certain people? Is it only women? Is there men? Where do you?
I have mostly professional women that are looking to level up in the next part of their life. So a lot of times it can be career, people going to get a promotion or going into entrepreneurship and trying to figure out what that looks like now. People just like, you know what, I'm scaling up. This is what I want it to look like. I also have women who are newly divorced, newly married, moms. They're postpartum. Trying to think, people who have had a serious health journey that they are now having to redress. I help women in all of those positions, but I would say the mainstream or the main thing that connects them all is they all have been in the professional world at one point or another. And that's where I think we connect, because that's been kind of my journey. I do have a select clientele of men, not many, but I have a few, and a lot of them have come because they've seen what I've been doing. They're friends, or I work with their wives or their significant others.
And that's how we met.
Uh-huh.
That's how we met. I don't want to do like gender division, but I just have this really strange curiosity on, are the guys easier, or who's easier to deal with?
Personality wise, I think the gentlemen that I take on are easier. They don't have a lot of hangups about things. By the time they get to me and they know that this is what they want, they're like, tell me what I need to do. I'm gonna do
Perfect.
it. You throw it out, I'm gonna throw it out. Like, there's a lot less back and forth about holding on to things. There's every now and again they have like, no, I really love that shirt. I know it's really worn out. And if they've been good in other spots, I'm like, you know what? I know this is really sentimental to you. If you're not going to wear it, let's find a place to display it or hold it in a place that makes more sense than taking up real estate in your closet. But for the most part, guys are super duper easy, I think, because they're ready to fix it. Where women, as the emotional beings that we are, there's a lot more back and forth about pieces. There's the energy and the emotion behind, I was this size and now I'm this size. I'm trying to get back to this size, or gave me that I loved, or I was trying to impress someone that I really wanted to be with, or a job I was going for, or this is what somebody expects me to wear. So there's just a lot more emotion wrapped up in a woman's closet. However, it is still easier for me sometimes to take on that than it is to like get in a guy's head, because I'm so used to being with women and like just knowing the emotion, knowing how they feel about pieces. And guys are like, meh. I'm like, oh, no emotion here, huh? So it's so funny. I love all of my clients. They're amazing, amazing people. But I will say that gentlemen, when they're ready, they're ready. They just tell me what to do, Jada, and they do it.
I can see that. Gives me a little bit like heads up on what makes it easier for me maybe in the future. What other passions or missions do you have outside of maybe this stylist? I don't want to call it a job. This isn't a job. This is a love for you.
It is truly, truly a love. I've been so blessed to dabble in the different things. So I have, I get to work with people like you and I on a one-on-one basis. I've been able to do award shows, celebrities, and making sure they have their wardrobe together. I've been on photo shoots for companies, which is amazing, a lot of fun, still a different animal. But I really enjoy teaching. And I enjoy teaching adults about what it is I do, and then also how their self-presentation affects the rest of their life, and really especially their confidence. right now, that is, I mean, outside of being a twin mom, that is one of my biggest passions right now, is just to want people to feel their own superpowers and bring back out and make those, the parents for themselves and make it work for themselves. I think so many times, especially women, we get so caught up in the other roles and the hats that we wear that unfortunately we forget our own powers because we're filling other people's cups. I like to fill those folks' cups and give them a reminder of like, no, you're awesome. Like you rock and you are in the world with a gift for a reason. Let's talk about what that looks like and how we get to there.
One of the questions I really wasn't sure when I was going to ask or how I was going to ask, but you've led perfectly into it. Is there any takeaway / advice you could give to somebody or anybody that gets a chance to listen to this that you like, if you're wanting to change, not necessarily change your style, but is there something that you find people do repetitively that they just need to stop? Is there like a common theme like that?
Gosh.
I know that was probably too many questions. No.
It's a really great question. And I'm just trying to kind of narrow down maybe what the feel has been lately. I think a lot of people are really focused on the things that they should be doing outside of the things that make them happy. So, it's important to respect the environment that you're in, right? If you are a jeans and t-shirt girl and that's what makes you happy, you can't show up to a wedding in jeans and a t-shirt. You got to have something else, right? Because we want to respect the environment that we've been invited into. But if you're an entrepreneur and you've lived this life where you've had to be in business casual wear and you just feel like, well, I think even I'm running a business, I should still be, business casual, but I love jeans and I really want to wear jeans and heels. Do it. It's your business. Run it how you want to. If that's what makes you happy, that's what makes you creative and productive. Well, by all means, you are creating your environment. Therefore, make it make sense for you. A lot of times I'll go into closets and people are like, well, I think I should have these things. And I admit that there is a foundation for both men and women that they should have a certain set of things. So this way, when they get in situations where they have to go to an interview or they're being asked to a really nice dinner, like they have those things, they never have to scramble for it, right? But the other side of that is what makes you happy, because that is who you are and that is what people will recognize. And let's focus on getting some happy in there, right? And being okay, giving yourself permission to be happy in that element, giving yourself permission to wear the yellow socks because the yellow socks made you extremely happy and you just bounced out of there having the best day ever. Wear the yellow socks. Do it. It's not going to hurt anything and it's not going to disrespect the environment that you're in. Do it.
I love it. Love.
Good.
Love it.
Good. I'm hoping who's ever watching that they find that helpful. There's a myriad of things we can talk about, but I think at the core of what I try to get into people is just like, I want you to be happy, because when you're happy, you're better for everybody else.
That's right. Real Life Women is happy, healthy, wealthy, and there's a reason why happy's first.
Yes.
All that other stuff
it drives everything else, right?
Oh my gosh.
It does.
As we get a little older, we figure that out. Unless we just pound it into our children. How old are they're twin sons, right?
I have twin sons. They will be 8 in just a few weeks here.
8. Bless your heart.
Please do bless my heart. It's
pray for you every day.
They are amazing, energetic, actually quite stylish kids. But they keep me and Dad on our toes for sure.
Good. What a blessing. What a blessing.
We are.
I know that we could probably talk forever. I would like to maybe wrap up with one thing that people don't really know about you, that even the people that maybe are close to you Not necessarily your spouse,
Yeah.
but is there something that people don't know? You've got like this little fun thing that you're into or anything like that, just for fun.
In my past life, I think I was a DJ. I love music. That may not be new to anybody who really knows me, but I am super nerdy and into it. And I think that have you heard of the artist Erykah Badu?
Say it one more time.
The artist, the vocalist, her name is Erykah Badu.
For some reason, I want to say yes, but that may just because I have a teenage daughter. So
that's okay. She is, I believe she's got to be in her late 40s, maybe early 50s, but very late in life, she learned how to DJ. And I was like, I need to do that. There's still hope for me. And she's incredible. She gets booked. So I was like, I think that's what I'd do next. If I got tired of styling, I figure out how to be the best old lady DJ there is behind Erykah Badu.
Well, I have to tell you, when you will be coming over, but when you do come over, I love music. I love certain genres, but I'm thinking, why don't you just start mixing it? People know where they're getting. You're coming over and you're bringing the music.
I'm bringing the music. I got it. What do you listen to? Kristin, what do you listen
same
to?
time. When you're coming to me, we're getting DJ and stylist.
You're gonna get it from me.
We have to get you the turntables. I don't even know.
I'll make sure I have a great playlist. How about that?
Okay, perfect. I'll give you some good speakers to hook up to.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for sharing this gift and this passion that you have. And I just know that people are going to love this, love you. And you're in Vegas, right?
I am in Vegas.
Hey, y'all are crazy if you don't get in touch with her.
I have clients from Phoenix up to Seattle, all the way to Syracuse. So
Nashville,
Florida is used to be home for me for a little bit. So yeah, I'm definitely loving Florida and loving to travel to Florida. So I can't wait to see you when I get down there.
Okay, still getting nervous even thinking about it, but I fully committed and it's recorded now.
Yes. So now you can back out because your fans are like, what happened?
Oh,
but thank you so much for having me on this beautiful platform. You're doing amazing things. I love your interviews, and I'm just humbled that I might be one of them.
Totally my honor. Appreciate you. Looking forward to touching base with you. And anybody that has maybe got one thing out of this, please comment, please share. And in the descriptions, everywhere I can figure out in social media, I will make sure they have every way of reaching you.
Perfect.
Thank you so much, Jada.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day, darling.
You too. Bye, love.